As inspectors get more and more familiar with the process, they start to think about what the inspection report's going to look like, as well as the readability of that inspection for their client. Most inspectors are using some form of from the marketplace software system to help them write their reports. And those are great systems. But most of those systems, they do not accommodate the multiple panels that can be present in a commercial building. In some buildings, I could have 20, 30, 40 panels. If that was the case, for my clients to read a report with 20, 30, 40 different electric panel sections becomes very ominous. And they start looking at this like, I wasn't aware there was going to be homework today, when all of a sudden your report has 20, 30, or 40 pages of just electrical panels. So one of the tools an inspector can use is a schedule. A schedule, by its definition, is a spreadsheet. It's a list of all of those items. And on that schedule, an inspector can list each individual panel, its location, its size, its voltage, its amperage, and any deficiencies that might be present. So if I was completing my schedule, I usually have my schedule on my tablet or on my note-taking device. I usually use it right from my cloud, and it's my spreadsheet. I would come up to this panel. This is panel C. I would input panel C as my panel number. If I wanted to put a location, I would say electrical room, because that's where we're at. So I go panel C, electrical room. Then I would open up my panel and go 225 amps, 208, 120 volts, 3-phase, 4-wire. That's my description of panel C. And then I would put in any remarks that might be germane to this panel, which could include open knockouts, or missing breakers, or overheat, or missing screws, or something. When I'm done with panel C, I come over and I identify panel C1. That's the label they gave it. And then I would say electrical room. I'd open up this panel and I would look for its label, 225, 225 amps, 208, 120 volts, 3-phase, 4-wire, and do the same thing. Look for any identifiers in the remarks. When I'm finished with this panel, I could go to the next panel. And I would repeat this the 20, 30, or 40 times. This is panel J. I would identify this as 225 amps, 3-phase, 4-wire, 208, 120 voltage. And in my remarks on this panel, I'm missing fastener screws on the cover door. So that would be a remark in my report that would say missing fastener screws, panel J. Then it's important when you're all finished with your entire inspection and you've gone through and you've identified your 20, 30, 40, however many panels there are on your schedule, you take all of those remarks, any deficiencies you found, and then highlight those on your report software. An example of that would be, there are open knockouts or missing filler plates on panels H, H1, D2, etc. So what you do is you're assembling those remarks to make it easy for your clients to read. Remember, your reports are a memorial of what you did. And if you can convey that information in as easy a format for your clients, the better they'll understand the report, and I bet the more satisfied they'll be with your inspection.